David, pro boxing fans, what does Derek Chisora have to do to win tomorrow's fight?
He's not got to eat too many jabs. He can't get stuck behind Pulev's jab. He's a big, strong man with a good amateur pedigree. And even I remember Vladimir Klitschko in the first round. You know, he wanted to play that waving the hand game with Pulev, and Pulev caught him with a little lead left hook. And I remember it buckling Vladimir's leg. So his front hand, his left hand is very, very heavy, very deceptive. Derek ate a few of those in their first fight. He can't get stuck behind the jab, because if he does, Pulev will just cruise. Pulev can cruise to a points victory if he does that. So Derek's aware of that. He knows that. He has to. I had a good catch up with him earlier. Simple. Derek's style is simple. It's you got to get close. You got to rough the body up. You got to rub the back of the head up. Whatever you got to do. Forearms. Just get busy. Get stuck in. And you know do what Derek Chisora does, and that's bring war.
Talking about rematches, Anthony Joshua against Oleksandr Usyk. What does he have to do to win the rematch?
He needs to do something similar to what Derek Chisora does, but maybe not get hit as much. You know, he's got to get inside, clinch and punch. He's got to get used to clinching and punching at the same time. He's a very clean fighter, Anthony Joshua. You know, like from the Olympics. You know, he hasn't really got that rough inside. He uses his long-range punching, his crisp combinations, but that obviously wasn't good enough the first time round. So he's going to need to sprinkle in some dirty fighting, forearms. He's got to get his head in there. He's got to lean on him. Hit him in low, hit him in the back. Dude's got to just get really physical. I said if he doesn't have at least 1 point deducted, then he's not trying hard enough to get the victory.
David, we've seen a fairly tame Derek Chisora this week. Has he mellowed, or is he just fed up with paying fines?
He's done with the fines, and normally a calm Derek Chisora means he's prepared correctly. A lot of the time, in my opinion, when he has been a bit edgy and a bit aggy before the fight, it's because in the back of his mind he might not have prepared as well as he could have done. So that's kind of playing on his mind. But when he seemed cool, when I was talking to him, he was super chilled, super calm, which is a good thing for Derek. Knowing Derek as I have, knowing him prior fights before, the calmer he's been, the more he knows he's prepped and prepared. So the better performance from him you're going to get.
David, obviously it's a rematch between the two. Is there anything that Derek can take from the first fight coming into this fight?
Yeah, you can take that. Pulev is a world-class fighter who has the capabilities to hurt him, has the capabilities to keep him on the outside with a jab, and is physically rough and tough and can take a good shot. So he takes from the first fight the knowledge and understanding that he's in a real fight. Prior to that, he probably didn't really think about it. But now he knows, yes, I need to be the best I can be to get this victory. Because last time, whatever he brought to the table might have been a close fight. It was in Bulgaria, but he lost the fight. So this time, he's got the hometown advantage. His name's first on the poster. The situation's in his favour. Maybe if exactly the same thing happened this time as happened in the first fight, he may get the decision, because you know it never hurts fighting in your own backyard. But he's not the type of guy to want to leave it to the scorecards, because he's had bad experiences with those in the past.
If he wins, could we expect to see him go on a kind of a mission to avenge all of his losses?
No, he doesn't care about that. He just wants the biggest fights for the most amount of money, and the fights that the fans get very, very excited for. That's it. So
Don Charles back in his corner. Would you make of that one, David?
He's got a familiar face. Don knows him better than anybody. So it's nice when you go back to the corner after one round of war, which there will be, after the first bell finishes, he's got someone he recognises that he trusts. So when he's getting told his instructions, he's listened to it. He's not thinking, does this guy know what he's talking about? He knows. Don's got no reason to lie to him. He gets the psychology of it. I think it's a masterful bit of strategy from him, having someone who's been there from day dot.
Can we get a prediction from you for the fight?
Yeah, prediction. I definitely think Derek Chisora is going to win the fight. I feel a late stoppage is the most likely way he's going to do it. If it goes to points, it means Derek hasn't been able to get to Pulev, so he could win a very tight points decision or a late stoppage. I'm leaning towards a late stoppage.
David, is Tyson Fury staying retired?
Has he relinquished his WBC belt? No, he's not retired. So until he relinquishes his belt, he's not retired.
You sparred, just finally, you sparred Deontay Wilder. He's possibly coming back. Who do you want to see him fight?
Anybody. He's an amazing fighter, amazing character. Just rewatched the first 3 fights with the #1 heavyweight on the planet, Tyson Fury, and he probably is the closest guy to beating him. You know, he nearly knocked him out on a couple of occasions, had him heavily hurt. We need that in a heavyweight division. We need big characters, big punches, big personalities. That's what heavyweight boxing needs, and it's missed him since he's been gone. So there's so many of these young fighters coming through. You know, the Joyces, Dubois, Hrgović's. You know, there's so many names that are kind of around the world level. Let's mix it up. Let's get it busy. You know, all those fights will sell. All those, you know, all those big name opponents are busy at the moment. So Wilder can, you know, he can make some amazing fights, because any of these up and comers will maybe step away from their potential world title shot that might take a year or 2, and get in there for a big money fight against Deontay Wilder, because he does, you know, gets bums on seats, and he's a massive character.